The time machine.
Oh, wow! What kind of device is that? Maybe an alarm clock?
No, this is a time machine. Beep, 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 beep. Time machines, they don't exist. Whoa! What a shame.
I learned that, studied that. Well done, Toola. What did I just bump into?
What do you mean, what? Into a time machine.
But I thought time machines aren't for real.
Of course they are. You get in and take off for the future. Or the past.
Splendid.
Lots of us would love to be able to travel in a time machine. Maybe to go back in time and fix a bad grade, or to get a peek into the future. Of course it would be interesting, but time travel isn't possible, and thank goodness! Just imagine how mixed up everything could get. Someone brings back a dinosaur from the past, while someone else brings aliens from the future. No one would need to invent anything. Appliances would sit unused, and Fixies would have no work to do. It's awful!
So you've got no idea of the answer.
I studied this, but I don't remember.
Too bad, because tomorrow we've got a hard test. Make sure you're prepared.
I'm sure I'm gonna fail.
You're gonna pass? You studied all of this, right?
So
you just need to stop worrying so much, that's all.
I wish I could.
Poor girl. How can we help her?
Hey, I know how. This morning, Toola believed that thing over there is a real time machine. Sounds like an anti-scientific plan. Stop worrying. It's simple. We'll send you to tomorrow. You'll sit down, take the test, and come right back here.
I wish I could go.
It's like a dress rehearsal. The main thing's not to worry.
Then what do I do?
You just pull on that wire and you'll get them back. Well, time to go.
Wow, it's tomorrow.
Hi there. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Grandpus got sick, so I'll be giving you your tests.
I'm scared. Don't worry, it's just a rehearsal.
Well then, who had the best test? Congratulations, Toola!
Oh,
so cool.
Awesome.
that wasn't scary at all.
Impressive.
By the way, what's wrong with the professor?
Grandpus. You know, don't you? A bolt fell on his head.
You dropped it, remember?
I did?
Yeah, yesterday.
I'm not sure I like this future.
Well, how did it go there?
Later.
But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
Oh, leave this on until tomorrow.
What is this? Come back!
No! If I do, I could hurt you.
Me? What for? Wouldn't it be incredible to travel into the future and see what you will become? Unfortunately, that's only possible in our dreams. But if you have a dream and aren't afraid of challenges and setbacks, your future can turn out just the way you imagined. Do you want to become a champion? Then you need to start your training right away. Do you dream of becoming the best programmer in the world? Then first pull up that grade in math class. Do you dream of sailing the oceans? Then you'll need to do a lot of reading because a captain has so much he needs to learn. Start creating your future right now. And we Fixies will be right there to help you, making sure the machines you need to reach your dreams will keep on working for years and years to come.
Hey there. Are you ready?
Uh-huh. So far, everything's exactly the same.
Toola, take this, please.
It worked.
And pass out the tests. You may begin.
These questions are different.
Who had the best test? Congratulations, Toola!
What am I worried about? I know everything is going to be fine.
Tish!
Well then, all of your test results are great. Only none of you could guess what this device is.
What do you mean? Isn't it a time machine?
No, it's for automatically watering plants, that's all. You see?
right?
Wow, it's fantastic. So hang on. You guys tricked me?
But you passed the test, right?
Well, all right. Then I forgive you.
The traffic light.
Red, yellow, green. All right, let's go. Tom Thomas, why did we stop?
There's a crosswalk. When there are lines like that, you have to let pedestrians cross.
Go on.
Thanks. Have a good trip.
Why do we stop now? There's no crosswalk.
But that's a crossing gate, Fire. You have to let the train pass. Wow, that is cool.
Hi there, Nolik. Come on down. Check out this traffic light. It's new.
Is that a real traffic light?
Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Nolik, where are you going? Stop!
Stop the car! Oh! Oof. Did you lose your mind? What were you doing, huh? I wanted to see what a cool traffic light it is. What?
And my dad just got this for me today. Now look at it.
You were supposed to let me cross. You ran into the street when the light was red. A traffic light is a street lamp that sends multicolored signals to vehicles and pedestrians so they don't get in each other's way when they're on the road. When the light is red, it means stop. You must stay where you are. A yellow light tells drivers, caution, prepare to stop. You are only allowed to start crossing the street after the traffic light changes to the color green. And even then, it's important to remember, look both ways before crossing. Got it? You can only cross on green, Nolik. Even really little kids know that. But the light was green.
No, it was red.
No, green. It was red. It was green, I swear. Maybe you're colorblind or something. Yeah, possibly. What does it mean if you're colorblind?
It means you can't tell colors apart. So you don't know which one's red and which one's green.
That's what I am. Right.
You never mixed up colors before this.
Okay. What color is that nightstand over there? It's red.
And the plane up there?
Oh, that's green.
How about me, huh? What color am I?
Greenish, bluish, brownish, gray. With polka dots.
I'm what?
It's true. He's colorblind. Poor kid.
Told ya. Wasn't my fault. All right, we'll sort it out at home.
And what are we gonna do with the traffic light?
We can fix it, and we'll fix your car, too. All right, what color's the car? Purple? If you say so. We got work to do, so take a seat before you mix something else up.
The road can be a dangerous place. There are so many cars and pedestrians on it, and all of them are in a rush to get where they're going. But be careful. Even if a driver notices a pedestrian on the road and brakes, it can still take quite some distance before the car comes to a complete stop. To avoid disaster, have respect for one another. If you need to cross the street, go to the nearest traffic light, crosswalk, or sign with a pedestrian on it. While you're still on the sidewalk, look to your left and then to your right, and see how far away any cars, motorcycles, or bicycles are. If they're close, then just stay where you are. If the driver is responsible and polite, he will stop for you if he sees you from a distance. If you want to make yourself more visible when it's dark, attach safety reflectors to your clothes, and then it will be safe for everyone on the road.
All fixed.
Tom Thomas, test it out.
Turning the lights on.
So, is it right?
Yeah? Take your places.
All right, let's cross.
Ready, set, go!
Stop! You got everything mixed up! The light is green in all directions! Ah!
The game is up.
You aren't colorblind, Nolik.
You know what you are? You're a feigner. Me? Well, yeah. I got a little of it right in here. And once in a while, it goes up here. What's a feigner anyway?
Buttered bread.
Tom Thomas, it's not right to eat when you're playing a game. I know your mom told you that.
Come on, stop distracting me. Oh no, that's the game. Now that's what you call Murphy's Law, Nolik.
No, that's the law of buttered bread.
The law of buttered bread. There's no way that's a real law.
People say that bread always lands butter side down. Scientists laugh at that, but there is a grain of truth in it. First of all, a sandwich usually falls from the low height of a table, and so it only has time to make a half turn. Second, the side of the bread with the butter is heavier, and that pulls it towards the ground. And third, people remember the bad things that happen to them. So, they believe that buttered bread always lands the wrong way.
That's just goofy. I don't believe in that law.
It's true, and not just for buttered bread, but any open-faced sandwich.
Then let's do an experiment. We got tons of food in here. We just cover some bread with it and then throw it.
All right, let's do it.
Didish! Well, jelly side down.
Uh-huh. And the cheese went down.
And the chocolate spread's out of luck, too.
The bologna didn't do any better. Do you believe me now?
Not yet. Let's keep going. We should try some other methods of throwing. Oh, that's everything. There's nothing left.
No, there's still some turkey.
Where did you see that?
Here it is. Take some from this plate instead. Your mom already cooked it.
Hey, turkey, show them how you're supposed to fall. Aha! Didn't I, tell ya?
You vandals! Why are you throwing food all over the place? It's simply awful. Hey, give it back!
Please, we're testing the law of buttered bread.
You gotta be kidding. Your mom is gonna love you for that.
Can you please put the sandwich on a plate already? It's too heavy for us to keep holding it up.
Good. There you go. Tom Thomas, do you have any idea at all how nutritious that turkey is?
And delicious, I'd imagine.
And turkey's a healthy food that has lots of protein, vitamins, and what do you call them? Microelements.
That's not all. Eating that turkey could make you grow. If you eat that sandwich, you could grow a centimeter. I think that's true.
Yeah, and it'll give you some extra strength, which you're gonna need when you clean up your kitchen. Humans eat food not only to make them strong, but also to grow and develop. Take a look at all these different foods. Do you think they have anything at all in common? Well, actually, they do. All foods contain nutrients like proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Combining them properly is the science of nutrition. Foods with fats and carbohydrates give humans energy, while those with protein are essential for helping children grow. People love to eat food that is delicious, fresh, and assorted. Try to eat all sorts of good foods like salads and soups, cereals, potatoes, vegetables, and meats, and not just sandwiches. But when it's time for a little snack, a sandwich can be just right, and it's so easy to make.
What happened to all of our bread? There's only one slice left.
I made an experiment. A real one.
I see. Well, science requires sacrifice. And there's no doubt that scientific experience is way better than playing with the phone all day, right?
Mm-hmm. Can I have another piece of turkey? I don't know why, but I'm really hungry today. No, that's what I call Murphy's Law.
No! That's what they call the law of buttered bread, Dad.
Did you hear? The law is a law.
The backpack.
All right, homework's all done.
Time to play? Tom Thomas, is that how you pack your backpack?
Why not? What's wrong with it?
I don't know how you think you're going to find anything at all in there.
I will too.
Then go and find your ruler.
Here you go.
An eraser?
Hang on, I'll get it. Where is it?
You can't find it. What a shame.
It's because this backpack is so lousy.
The backpack is just fine. If you don't want to lose anything, you gotta pack it carefully.
Or have a pack-a-mat that can just hand everything to you. Oh, yeah! That's just what I need, a pack-a-mat.
Only Fixies have pack-a-mats.
And I'm gonna have one. I'll make my own.
There's no way. Way? Because I'll help him do it. Sure, Nolik. A backpack is a bag with shoulder straps attached. It was invented to make it easier to carry heavy loads for long distances, and also for freeing up the hands. Backpacks help us maintain good posture and avoid slouching by putting the load's weight onto our back muscles and our spine. And you can fit so many things into a backpack, especially if the backpack has lots of separate compartments and everything is packed nice and neatly. The first backpacks were quite heavy and uncomfortable. They were made out of wood and leather. These kinds of backpacks were worn by ancient hunters. Later on, lighter backpacks appeared that were made out of canvas and became quite popular with travelers and soldiers. Today's backpacks are so light that even kids can carry them. Testing of the world's first pack-a-mat design, especially for humans, begins. Ready?
Ready to go.
First thing out of your backpack, pack-a-mat, an eraser.
Got it. Watch me.
Cool. A pen, your blue one.
Got it.
We're experiencing technical problems. We need a break. Testing of the world. I know. Just start. Take out the eraser. We'll say you did it. Take out the blue pen. Oh, wow. The ruler's next. That's some pack-a-mat you got. Class.
Testing of the world's first pack-a-mat design.
And where's Nolik?
Don't worry, he'll come later. Testing.
All right, already. Let's get it started. Go ahead.
The eraser.
We've seen that twice already.
The blue pen.
Can you take out the ruler?
Sure I can.
Drum roll, please. Whoa. It's not possible. Let me see. Now I get it. Why don't you take out your science book?
Science book.
Cuckoo, did you get the textbook? There's no way! It's huge! Yeah, some inventors you are. Your invention calls for a little improvement, and I know what it is.
What?
Just make sure that when you put things into your backpack, you do it neatly.
Do it neatly. Takes forever and it's boring.
I'm gonna show you how to make it fun.
Whenever it's a school day, a backpack's all you need. A backpack's all you need. A backpack's all you need. Your pencils, books, and papers will fit inside indeed. Will fit inside, will fit inside, will fit inside indeed.
Without a backpack on your back, you won't get by, you won't succeed. But with a backpack on your back, you will go far indeed.
Whenever you go hiking, a backpack's all you need. A backpack's all you need. A backpack's all you need. Whatever you've collected will fit inside indeed.
Will fit inside, will fit inside, will fit inside indeed.
Without a backpack on your back, you won't get by, you won't succeed. But with a backpack on your back, you will go far indeed. Without a backpack on your back, you won't get by.
The window.
Hi there. We're all up. What are you doing?
I'm washing our windows.
It looks like that thing's doing the washing.
You guessed it. It's a window washing robot. I borrowed it from a neighbor to try it out. We should buy one for ourselves.
I don't get it. We've already got one robot. Robot.
So we'll have two. One for the floors and one for windows.
I can clean the windows.
But it can be dangerous work.
What's so dangerous about it? I'll just go and wash them right now. And instead of a robot, we'll buy something useful. Like a skateboard for a boy.
I've already got one.
So you'll have two.
Class.
Uh-huh. If you say so. There just so happens to be a dirty window in your office. Let's see how you do with that one.
Consider it done.
Mm-hmm. And we'll clean the tiles with the robot.
A window is much more than just a hole in the wall. Windows provide houses with light, ventilation, and views to the world outside. Modern windows are made with several layers of glass. Between each layer is a space that's filled with air. The air works as insulation to keep heat from escaping outside. Do you know how to tell how many layers of glass your window has? Just shine a flashlight at it. The number of reflections tells you the number of layers. Whoa, what an amazing appliance! Let's go and take a closer look.
You really buy me a new skateboard, Dad?
That's what I said, but first, I've got a window to wipe.
All right, robot, we'll show ya.
Tom Thomas, Dad can show him himself.
We really live on a super high floor.
Yeah, but the robot isn't afraid of heights.
I'll start from this corner.
It'll take you forever that way. Admit it, the robot works better.
We won't. We're gonna win this thing.
Hey, what is he doing? I'm not sure.
Huh?
Mom! The robot made such a mess in there.
It's impossible.
Look.
Good joke.
Just wait. Get how you're cleaning it.
Easy.
You can talk? You gotta be kidding.
And you are misbehaving.
You guys? You're the ones trying to stop me?
You tried to make the robot look bad, so we had to defend it.
It's only because my dad told me I'd get a skateboard.
Yeah? For doing a bad thing? Oh, aren't you ashamed of yourself?
I am.
You learned your lesson, and don't forget, Fixies look out for appliances.
The dwellings of most ancient people had basically no windows at all. There may have been a hole up above for letting out smoke from a fire, but that was it. Later, people started splitting open their walls, but the openings were so small that very little light would ever get inside. The size of windows grew quite a bit over time. People would cover them with animal skins, fabric, paper, or wooden planks to protect themselves from the cold and the wind. When people learned how to mine valuable minerals, they began to cover window openings with thin sheets of a mineral called mica. Windows made of glass were very expensive, and only the richest people could afford them for their homes. But today, it's hard to imagine a window anywhere not covered in glass.
Everything's washed.
And what about the outside?
Forget it. I quit. Would you wash the back with the robot?
Yeah, consider it done.
Yeah, you're right. I see. It really is a great appliance. And that washer's defender is even better.
You're right about that.
Tish!
The bird feeder.
Did you hear that?
What?
Oh, again! Outside the window! There!
Huh, a little bird.
He's beautiful!
Uh-huh, only he looks sad.
Just wait till he sees what I'm gonna do.
I guess he doesn't think you're funny.
That's because he's cold out there. He wants to eat, that's all.
Maybe we should make a feeder for the poor bird.
Do you know how to make a bird feeder?
No, but we both know someone who knows everything.
In the winter, it's not easy for birds to find food under the snow. Luckily, many people come to the rescue. They build little houses for the birds, designed to hold food. The name for these houses are naturally bird feeders. Bird feeders can be made out of wood, plastic, or even something as simple as a milk or juice carton. Building a bird feeder by hand isn't hard to do at all. But building it is only one part of the work. What's most important is remembering to keep it filled with food. Well, shall we start? The bird feeder is ready! And what are we gonna put in it?
I got an idea. Adisa, I need some of your food for a little bird. You aren't greedy.
Greedy! Greedy! Greedy!
I didn't know Adisa's greedy.
Adisa's greedy!
You need to learn how to share.
Adisa's greedy!
What, like there's not enough food?
Not enough food! Not enough food! Not enough food! Not enough!
Wow! Now there's 2 of them out there. Eat! There's enough food for everybody!
Poor Adisa! Poor Adisa!
Let's bring them in here. We can open a restaurant for birds.
Little bird.
Why did you scare the little birds away? That feeder's for them. Get it? Just fly away. Shoot! He's bullying our friends.
Hey, you leave! Leave!
You'll never chase him away now.
We'll see about that. Aha!
Serves you right, Pigeon. It's not nice to bully little guys. Yeah, and how about big guys? It's all right to bully them? The poor pigeon also wants some food.
Food! Food!
You sure?
Sure!
Winter can be beautiful, but also very cold. Animals have different ways to prepare for when the weather gets cold. Some birds gather into flocks and migrate to where it's warmer. You could almost say they're flying to a resort. Squirrels, hamsters, and chipmunks collect and store nuts, mushrooms, and pine cones. There are many people who don't have pantries that are as well stocked. Badgers and bears eat a lot of extra food in the fall, and then go to sleep in their dens and burrows for the whole winter. Fish also sleep in the winter, only they're at the bottom of rivers and lakes. Frogs, snakes, and even wasps burrow in the ground, while hares, foxes, and wolves grow thick coats that protect them from the freezing cold, although it isn't easy for them to find food.
So that will be your feeder, and that new one will be for the little birds. Hey, are you taking their food again? There you go. But those little birds, they'll probably never come back here.
Look, Nolik!
They came back! Ah, they're full and happy. It's so nice. Kadish!
Kadish! Water.
Hi, I'm all ready. Nolik, he's gonna stay home like we agreed. Uh-huh, see you soon. Who's that? Nolik, it's you. I gotta go. I'll go with you. No, we've got an important job. Little kids aren't allowed. Why can't I help you? Because this work is very demanding, only it's boring. And you're impatient, so you'll bother us. Huh? But I am patientest. Patient, son? I mean patient. Like totally patient. Prove it then. How? See that, water filter? You have to count how many glasses of water it cleans. How many do I need to count? If you can reach 100, I'll believe you're patient. Why do they need that filter? Why not just drink water out of the sink? Don't worry about it. You need to be counting. That was 1. Without water, life is not possible. The human body is made up of 2/3 water, and people need to drink it all the time, but only when it's clean water. Water is transported from rivers and lakes into houses through pipes. Along the way, it gets cleaned of debris and dirt. But even so, this water might still contain toxic substances or harmful microbes. That's why people use filters to clean water for drinking. No bad stuff can get through this last line of defense. 2. 10. Ha! Where did they all go? They're not drinking anymore. How long do I gotta wait here? Thomas, are you thirsty? Then drink some water.
But I don't want water.
But you gotta. Don't you know that your body is almost all water?
And so?
And so what if you run out of it? Then all that'll be left of you is just some skin and bones.
Oh, that's what my mom is always saying, that I'm skin and bones.
There you go. That's why you need to drink water. Drink some more. And some more. Come on.
That's all. I ran out of room.
You have to have plenty of room left.
Why do you care about how much water I'm drinking?
Because I gotta count how much water's going through the filter. I really gotta.
Yeah, and what? It's gotta go through me for you to count it? I'm totally full.
What am I supposed to do? I've been waiting here in the kitchen all day, but nobody's drinking. What's going on?
The filter is broken. You gotta call Simka right away.
415, 416,
417,
418, 419.
It's an emergency!
What?
The filter's burning!
You're really funny, Nolik.
Simka, he's not joking!
Something's going on over there. We gotta hurry. Where's the emergency? Look! So, what's going on here? Great. Now we're stuck fixing the filter. It's not broken. The flashing red light is an indicator. It means it's time to replace the cartridge in the filter.
Since ancient times, people have been coming up with ways to remember things or to not mix things up. Knots on ropes were used as reminders that it was time to pay back a debt or reap a harvest. People would cut notches into trees to help remember numbers. Later, people invented the abacus, calendars, and day planners. And now, things are even easier because devices can give us reminders. Alarm clocks help people get up on time. A loud oven timer can save a pie from burning. The green light of an indicator shows that a device is turned on and ready to be used. A red light shows the opposite. Today's smart appliances can tell their owners what they need to do. Without them, humans can be so absent-minded.
It's all ready.
Teesh! This cartridge is enough for another 2,000 glasses.
2,000? And what do I do about this?
Whoa.
All right, Nolik, you've done a good job there. Way to go. Yeah? If you want, I can do it. Tom Thomas, want some water to drink?
I can't drink anymore. And I can't wait anymore either.
Well, looks like his indicator is flashing on now.
The sieve.
Dad, what time is Mom getting back from her conference?
She'll be back in an hour. What surprise can we make for her?
Let's bake her buns with raisins in them. They're her favorite.
That's a great idea. Where do we keep our recipes? Huh, they're not here. Where could they be?
What are you looking for?
A recipe.
They're in the drawer by the stove, over there.
Great, thanks a lot. Here they are.
That's fantastic. Let's see. What do we need?
Milk.
Flour.
Eggs.
Some cinnamon and raisins.
The cinnamon's right there. But you're out of raisins.
We're out of raisins.
Can we make them without?
No, Mom loves them with raisins.
It's too late. The stores are closed.
Cereal! We got cereal!
And so?
It has raisins, look!
Tom Thomas, you're a genius! Why don't you be in charge of the raisins? Tom Thomas, what does Mom use to knead dough?
The mixer.
How about the mixer?
Not a bad idea. I don't think you have enough raisins.
But you haven't made the dough yet.
It'll be really quick with the mixer.
All right, Dad. We'll see who finishes first.
Come on, faster, faster. Don't be so clumsy.
If you think you're so good, then why don't you help?
Fine, we'll help. Catch!
What's going on in there?
We picked everything off the top. We have to dive down.
Then dive. Hurry up. Dad's almost done putting the mixer together. Where are the raisins?
It's dark down there. We can't see any raisins.
Well, try diving again.
No, this way won't work. We need a filter. In order to separate seeds from the husk, air from dust, and water from harmful particles, we use filters. The simplest kind of filter is a metal netting. These kinds of filters are installed in washing machines and dishwashers. They keep the water clean by capturing small debris and sand. As a result, machines work better and go longer without breaking. In other words, filters help separate what is wanted from what isn't.
I think I know what Mom uses.
Perfect. That filter's a sieve. Grab the bowl and hold the sieve over it. Pour in the cereal. Now shake it so the tiny flakes fall through the sieve and the raisins stay in it.
Dad's turning the mixer on.
Then you need to shake faster.
Dad, you're spraying the batter all over the kitchen.
The mixer's too powerful.
The mixer's fine. The batter's too liquid. You have to add flour.
Add flour.
Oh, right. How do you know all this?
Shake it some more.
No need. I shook all the flakes through it.
Class, it really worked.
Dad!
What?
Ready to put in the raisins?
Look at you. How did you get them all out so fast?
By using our sieve, Dad.
Do you know the story about Cinderella? Her evil stepmother wouldn't let her go to the ball. Instead, she poured peas into a sack of cinder and ordered Cinderella to pick them all out. But what most people don't know is that it was Fixies who helped her separate the peas from cinder with the help of a sieve. That's right! Cinderella was friends with the Fixies. You can find evidence of Fixies in a number of tales. Don't Tom Thumb or Thumbelina remind you of somebody? How did these tiny characters make their way into fairy tales? It's quite possible that long ago, a Fixie who wasn't paying attention was spotted by a storyteller, and that became the inspiration for countless tales.
All right, you can open your eyes.
Ta-da!
Beautiful. Whose idea was this?
Tom Thomas.
They're so good. What recipe is this?
Tom Thomas found it.
And you remembered that I love raisins.
Tom Thomas sifted them out of the cereal.
Well done, Tom Thomas. All by yourself?
Shh. I should say so.
Tish!
Money.
Hello? Uh-huh.
Fire, can you help me, please?
Sorry, Verda. I need to go to, the warehouse right away.
But I helped you yesterday, didn't I?
Well, I helped you the day before that.
Yeah, well, what about last week? I helped you 3 times, remember?
Well,
You helped one another when it was time to. I don't see why you have to count. Of course not, Toola. You ask for the most help from all of us. I do not, Verda. Look how Elisa helps Professor Eugenius. And she doesn't argue with him.
Of course not. She's in love with the professor.
Actually, it's her job. And for helping the professor, she gets money.
Money. That's a smart idea. Money constantly moves from one hand to another. A person does his job at work, and in exchange, he gets money for it. He can use the money to buy things he wants, like clothing or food. Or he can pay somebody else for their work, like getting a ride from a taxi driver, a haircut from a hairdresser, or a computer repaired by a technician. All people take part in this circulation of money. But unlike people, Fixies don't use any money. We do just fine without it. From now on, we'll do it like people do it. If you work for somebody, they give you money for it. And if you need some help, then you pay.
And that'll stop the arguing.
And all the false accusations.
And those are for Simka and Nolik. Now it's all fair.
What are we supposed to do with it?
You don't know? You pay for someone to help you.
I don't like this new idea at all. At all. get some money. That's whose fault it is.
He's right. That's why we were fighting.
And we didn't even fix the printer.
Money is nothing more than just paper.
Although money is printed in strict secrecy, we still know something about the process. The paper used for money is made out of cotton and linen. It's stronger than normal paper made out of wood, which means it doesn't rip as easily, even if you fold it thousands of times. The ink used for printing money is special too. It won't rub off the paper or fade in the sun. And that's not all. The ink has secret additives that can only be seen if you look at the money under a special light. This helps protect people from fake money. It is for the same reason that watermarks, metal strings, and teeny tiny writing is also used on money. This writing's very hard to read, unless you happen to be a fixie. I hope I didn't say more than I should have.
Well, all done. It's time for a test. But what are we going to print?
A word with real value.
Yeah, something really precious.
No, it's not money.
Right, it's so much better.
Friendship! Teach!
92,
The wheel.
93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And 101, 102, 103, 104,
I forgot.
and 100 and... Nolik! Hey, come on!
Tom has promised to give me a ride outside on his bicycle. I gotta get going.
Lucky you. I'd love to ride on a bike.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun.
You're not allowed to go.
Why can't we?
Tom Thomas isn't your friend, all right? He only invited me. If you want to take a ride on a bicycle, then go find your own human friend to invite you. Well, Tom Thomas, you ready to go?
We can't. There's no way we can ride this. The tire's got a hole. I try to fill it, but the air comes out.
Well, then what should we do?
I thought you'd know what. You're the fixie here.
I didn't study it yet. Hang on! Toola, Digit, wait a sec. We found a hole in one of the tires of the bicycle.
You mean the one that only gives rides to friends?
Don't be like that. Please help me out.
I thought Tom Thomas was only a friend of yours.
Why don't you go and ask him yourself? He could be your friend, too.
For thousands of years, wheels have been helping people all over the world. The wheel's ancestor is a log. People would put logs under heavy loads to move them. Then people came up with the idea of slicing the log and connecting the slices with an axle. And there it was, the wheel. Wheels made life more convenient. Later came wheels with spokes, metal rims, and rubber tires. Soon people were wheeling around the world in and on all sorts of vehicles. Potters, mills, clocks. There are just so many different uses for a wheel. And with the steam train, steamboat, and cars, wheels spread all over the world. They even reached the planet Mars. The wheel really is one of the simplest and yet most amazing of all human inventions.